If you have been visiting your independent garden center, you may have seen seed potatoes. So it is the time to plant potatoes for production this year. So I have in my hands 2 potatoes. One is a seed potato that you can see with these little sprouts. The other one is the potato that I bought at the grocery store. Now this one probably has been treated with something to prevent sprouting because you want to eat this. If you do see an organic potato, you can try to use that to plant for production this year. But the best bet is to get seed potatoes. So this potato, 24 hours ago, I cut it apart just so that the cuts are all sealed off, they're all healed, and you could see that it's already starting to sprout, and this is what they call eyes. And I could actually cut this seed potato one more time, so then I have 2 eyes and then 1 eye on this. You need a start that has actually you have to have at least 1 eye. And so then you're ready to plant, and that's the next step that Ryan is going to do.
So now that we have our potatoes and they've been cut and sealed for over a day, we find the little eyes. We'll dig our hole down into our soil. We're using these in a raised bed. And so we'll dig out our hole. We'll plant our potato down there. We usually like to have the eyes that are facing up. And once they're in there, we'll just kind of cover this up. And then we'll work and go from hole to hole. There's a couple different methods that people will do. Some people with like a raised bed like this, we'll just plant them directly in the bed. Other people like to kind of layer them. So some people say, well, once the plant comes up and starts to grow, you can put another layer of mulch or soil on top of that and keep building it up and have multi-layers of potatoes. You might get a bigger bounty, but for our purposes, we can only go so deep in our raised bed, which is just perfectly fine. So once we'll go through, we'll keep dropping our potatoes in the holes, like this. And then we'll continue on. We've used this bed for potatoes in the past, and you can already see that the potatoes are already starting to come up. And these were pieces that we forgot to harvest or were left in the ground all winter. These will be perfectly fine for this year. So once we're all done, we'll start to be able to harvest this summertime. And usually, harvest time is, after the foliage has come up, it'll go to flower. And once that flowering's done, you can start to harvest then, or you can wait till all the foliage has died down and then dig the entire bed up. And then you'll have your potatoes for the rest of the summer and into the fall.